Facebook. How you been? It's John Milkey from blasttheradio.com with another edition of my mental health moment. And I want to remind you, I'm not a doctor, I'm not a medical professional, I'm just a guy going through hell in life. I deal with depression and I deal with anxiety, and once in a while I fire up the video camera and I blog about it. And once in a while indeed. The last time I posted a video was Thanksgiving Sunday, and I talked about anxiety and how difficult it was for me to get past the idea that I was going to go to mom and dad's, hang out with my brothers and their spouses and my nieces and my nephew, and that something bad could happen. Something stupid could come out of my mouth. All eyes would be on me because of something, that I wore or I had food, whatever. Anxiety kicks you in the ass that way. It makes you terrified to leave the house, even to go visit family. Well, sure enough, Thanksgiving Sunday, something happened. My niece and I got into an argument. I said something I shouldn't have said, something that I regretted. It kicked my ass for 2 days. I ended up being pretty dark, pretty removed from the world. And that brings me to the point of today's video. I've been darker. And I know that a lot of people who watch this and a lot of people who deal with anxiety, depression, PTSD, etc., they go to a very dark place. I want to encourage you to hang in there. Something good is just around the corner. I promise you, it happens to me every single time. You just got to get through that dark period, and you got to fight for it, and I know how exhausting it is. But what happened to me was I ended up in a couple of conversations with people who there was a common thread in each of these conversations, even though they happened days, hours apart from each other. And it allowed me to recognize something that I think may be a major hurdle in what I'm trying to figure out when it comes to my mental health. And it was so obvious. It's a personal thing, and it's something that I've pounced on and I'm really working on and I'm excited about, and I'm so grateful for that. Part of that conversation happened with a friend of mine who then introduced me to a friend of hers as he happened to walk into the premises. His name is George the trainer. And George and I got to talking and very quickly realized that we had an opportunity to work together. George has taken me on as a client. Okay, now George has trained elite athletes like Brian Orser and countless others. Look him up, George the trainer. He and I are going to start training together beginning Sunday, and I'm going to live stream the entire thing. If you remember back to the very first video that I posted here, it was all about reclaiming my physical health because I know how important physical health is to my mental health. And I said I needed to be held to account to make sure that I worked out every single day. I've got the treadmill, I've got the bike, I've got the home gym, I've got the heavy bag, I've got walking paths, I've got bikes, I've got no excuses. Except for the fact that I find excuses. Well, now I don't have them. George the trainer is taking me on, and this body, this 278 pounds, is quickly going to disappear to something that's closer to 100 pounds. Pardon me, 100 and let's hope not. Maybe 190 pounds. That's probably a little more appropriate for a guy my height, etc., and for my age. I don't like the way I feel. It doesn't match how I'm doing up here. I'm excited about the opportunity. So I look forward to introducing you to George the trainer as my journey continues, and I invite you to be part of it. Keep your eyes posted on Facebook.com/The Milky Show and here at MyMentalHealthMoment.ca. The website's up and running. The podcast is coming soon. My name is John Milkey. I have depression, and I refuse to be depressed about it.